Hi, welcome to Water Hero. In this video we will be connecting your controller to Wi-Fi. First you will plug in your controller using the supplied power cord. Your controller should come already in access point mode, which is indicated by a solid yellow and slow blinking green LED. If you have a different light pattern, do the following. Press and release button 1. Wait until all of the lights come back on and then press and hold button 3 until the red light goes out. After this, the controller will reboot and come back up in access point mode. We can now proceed. The first step is to create an account. To do this, go to mywaterhero.net. Here you will see the Create an Account button. Click on that and then in the email field, type in the email you would like to use to access your account. This will be the email that your device alerts will go to as well. In the password field, enter in your desired password. This should be separate from your email password and will act only as your password for your Water Hero login. Once you have an account created, we then need to get the controller connected to the internet. To do this, go to your Wi-Fi menu and open it up to see your discovered networks. You may need to refresh it to see all your networks. As seen here, your controller will show up as Water Hero AP, followed by 4 characters. Those 4 characters should match the last 4 characters of the serial number found on the back of the main controller right here. Once confirmed, you can click on the Water Hero AP and connect to it. This can sometimes take a few moments, so please be patient. If you do not see your controller here, it is likely too far away from your phone or computer. Once your controller connects, it may say no internet connection. That is normal, and you may proceed. Next, open up a new tab and in the address bar, type in 1.2.3.4, then click Enter. This should bring you to the device configuration page. Once on the device configuration page, you will want to first type in the email that we used during account creation into the email field. Next, click on the Select Network field. This will show all of the networks that the controller sees. Find the network that you want to connect your controller to. In my case, it is the one named Home Network. On the far right of your network is a number in parentheses, shown here in the red highlight. This number is the signal strength of the Wi-Fi. This is on a scale from 0 to 100, with 100 being the best. Anything under 44 we consider to be unreliable. Go ahead and select your desired network. Once selected, you will go to the Network Password field. This is the password for the network you selected above. Please double-check you have the correct password. Once you have confirmed you have entered in the correct password, click Add in the lower left-hand corner. A dialog box will appear indicating that the credentials you have entered were accepted. Please note that this does not mean the credentials you gave the controller are correct. It just means that it received the credentials you gave it and it will now look for that network. You can close out of this dialog box and exit out of the configuration page. If you are logged into your Water Hero account, you can go ahead and log out until your controller is online. We will now focus our attention on the controller. The controller will now reboot to look for the network credentials it was given. This process usually takes about 30 seconds. You will see the LEDs blinking sporadically. This is just indicating that the controller is in the process of attempting to connect to the network. When the controller has successfully connected to the internet, you should observe a slow blinking green LED. If you do not have your controller next to you, that is okay. Wait about 2 minutes before trying to log into your account again, and you should see your controller if everything was correct. If you see the slow blinking green LED, you can now go back to the login screen. Go to mywaterhero.net. Once on the login screen, you will enter in the email and password you used earlier to create your account, then click Sign In. Once logged in, you should see your device here. This is where you have a quick view of any system that is attached to your account. You can click anywhere in this darker section, and that will bring you to the dashboard. This is where you can see your hourly water usage for the past 24 hours right here. Set it into home or away mode, based on if you or anybody will be home or not. And this is where you can open or close the valve remotely. The Settings tab is where you can adjust the warning and shutoff thresholds for water usage based on your personal needs. Be sure to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and turn on any text and email notifications you want to receive. Your controller should now be online and you should have access to your Water Hero dashboard. If you have any questions or need further assistance, you can send a ticket to support by going back to the login screen and clicking the Need Help tab, shown here in red. Follow the prompts to contact support, and we thank you for joining the Water Hero family.